Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with my Christmas 2021 book haul. I think I've got like 9 books to show you. The vast majority were from Duncan, my lovely husband. There's a couple of books that were from a gift card that my boss at work gave me, and there is a book that was a gift from one of our very dear friends. So without much further ado, let's dive straight in. So firstly, I have Spirits of the Season Christmas Hauntings, and this is by, or rather edited by, Tanya Kirk, and this is a British Library Tales of the Weird edition, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, look at that, it's beautiful. Festive cheer turns to maddening fear in this new collection of seasonal hauntings, which includes the best Christmas ghost stories from the 1860s to the 1940s. The traditional trappings of the holiday are turned upside down as restless spirits disrupt the merry games of the living. Christmas trees teem with spiteful pagan presences, and the devil himself treads the boards at the village pantomime. As the cold night of winter closes in and the glow of the hearth begins to flicker and fade, the uninvited visitors gather in the dark, and this distinctive assortment of Yuletide chillers. I almost got through there. I almost did it. So Tanya Kirk, the editor, is lead curator of printed heritage collections 1601 to 1900 at the British Library, and was the co-curator of the major exhibition Terror and Wonder, The Gothic Imagination 2014 to 15. She edited The Haunted Library Classic Ghost Stories, which was published by the British Library in 2016. Oh, I must check these out, but I cannot wait to get to this. We're in January, it's still the festive season, so yeah, I'll get to this at some point in the next few days. There we go. So that's book number 1. Book number 2, oh, I should mention that Duncan got these from my Amazon wish list. Every year he just says, send me your Amazon wish list and I'll pick stuff off of it. So that's what he did. And the next one is Real Life by Brandon Taylor. I'm not sure I know very much about this. I think I saw this on a video on Simon Savage's channel, and I thought it sounded really amazing, so I added it straight away to my Amazon wish list. But yeah, here we go. Wallace has spent his summer in the lab while his friends have been enjoying long days at the lake. Wallace has been painstakingly breeding a strain of microscopic worms for an experiment. He is 4 years into a biochemistry degree at a university in the Midwest, a life that's far removed from his childhood in Alabama. His father died a few weeks ago, but Wallace didn't go back for the funeral, and he hasn't told his friends, Miller, Yngve, Cole and Emma, for reasons of self-preservation. He has become used to keeping a wary distance, even from those closest to him. Unspoken currents of resentment and desire undercut their group dynamic. But if they stick to science, then they don't have to think about them. Over the course of one blustery end of summer weekend, things come to a head. The catastrophic contamination of his experiment and a series of intense confrontations force Wallace to grapple with the trauma of his past and the question of the future. Elegant, brutal, and startlingly intimate, Real Life is a campus novel about learning to live from an electric new voice in fiction. That sounds brilliant, and I really look forward to getting to that. So the next one doesn't have a synopsis, but I'll get comfier on the sofa actually. I was sitting on my foot and my foot has now gone to sleep. Yeah, so this was the gift from our very dear friend who spent Christmas with us. Thank you very much, Ian. I love this book, it's so gorgeous. Ian spent a few days down in London at the start of December, and he was in a market in quite a nice posh place in London somewhere, and I can't remember where it was, so I'm not going to say, but yeah, it is the Christmas books, etc. by Charles Dickens. This edition isn't dated, but I think it's probably like the 1900s, just because it feels that way, and there are illustrations. I shall get my favourite illustration. So this is from A Christmas Carol, it had to be. So It's the ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, and Ebenezer Scrooge is on his knees, and the ghost is pointing at the gravestone on the ground, and it's Ebenezer Scrooge's grave. I just think that is so dark and so lovely, and I love this book so much. It's gorgeous, and it's a welcome addition to my my vintage book collection. So there we go. So the next one is one from Duncan, and it is the Whistling by Rebecca Netley. Now this, I don't know if this will pick up, but the flames here, they're sort of picked out in gold foil. I hope that picks up, because it's just so lovely and it just gives that kind of realism to it. And this book sounds amazing as well. Alone in the world, Elspeth Swanson has taken the position of nanny to a family on the remote Scottish island of Skelthsea. Her charge, Mary, is a troubled child, distracted and secretive. She hasn't uttered a word since the sudden death of her twin, William, just days after their former nanny disappeared. With Mary defiantly silent, Elspeth turns to the islanders, but no one will speak of what happened to William, just as no one can explain the hypnotic lullabies sung in empty corridors, nor the strange dolls that appear in abandoned rooms, nor the faint whistling that comes in the night. As the winter draws in and passage to the mainland becomes impossible, Elspeth finds herself trapped. But is this house haunted by the ghosts of the past or the secrets of the living? I think that sounds incredible, and I think it's very much a read for this time of year. It just has that kind of dark, kind of wintry feel about it, and I cannot wait to get to it. I'm so excited. So next we have another one from Duncan, and this is The Shadow in the Glass by J.J.A. Harwood, and the tagline is "Dare to make a wish." Oh. So yes, I'm so excited about this one. This sounds great. Once upon a time, Ella wished for more than a life, for more than a life as a lowly maid. Now, forced to work hard under the unforgiving, lecherous gaze of the man she once called stepfather, Ella's only refuge is in the books she reads by candlelight, secreted away in the library she isn't permitted to enter. One night, among her beloved books of far-off lands, Ella's wishes are answered. At the stroke of midnight, a fairy godmother makes her an offer that will change her life. 7 wishes, hers to make as she pleases. Joy, opportunity, comfort, and even love are within her reach once more. But each wish comes at a price, and Ella must decide whether it's one she's willing to pay. Sounds amazing, and I'm so excited to get to it soon. And next we have one that I'm absolutely head over heels in love with. This was another gift from Duncan, and it is The Mystery of the Blue Train by Agatha Christie. This is a HarperCollins special edition, and I hope that's picking up. It's all sort of foiled and designed with kind of gold, and I love it. And all it says on the back is, "You could perhaps love a thief, mademoiselle, but not a murderer." I believe that this is a Poirot. I haven't read it before. I don't think I've even seen any adaptations of this. But there we go, the end papers look like that. And I'm so excited. I have a few of these editions, obviously different editions, but I've got a few copies that come in the same kind of design and style. And I'm so excited to add this to my growing collection. And the next one is another from Duncan, and this one is just gorgeous. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It does have a lasered on sticker, which I can't remove. That's a bit of a pet peeve. But anyway, yeah, we'll live with it. It's Cunning Women by Elizabeth Lee. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Again, it's foiled, and I love foiling. I do. They only want a kindness, but beware, if you have no coin, they will curse you black and blue. 1620, Lancashire. Away from the village lies a small hamlet, abandoned since the plague, where only one family dwells amongst its ruins. Young Sarah Haworth, her mother, brother and little sister Annie are a family of outcasts by day and the recipients of visitors by night. They are cunning folk. The villagers will always rely upon them, quick with a healing balm or more, should the need arise. Then they can keep secrets too, because no one would believe them anyway. When Sarah spies a young man taming a wild horse, she risks being caught to watch him calm the animal. And when Daniel sees Sarah, he does not just see a strange, dirty thing. He sees her for who she really is, a strong creature about to come into her own. But can something as fragile as love blossom between these two in such a place as this? And when a new magistrate arrives to investigate the strange ends that keep befalling the villagers, he has his eye on one family alone and a torch in his hand. Cunning Women is a powerful reckoning of a young woman with her wildness, a heartbreaking tale of young love, and a shattering story of the intolerance that reigned during the long shadow of the Pendle witch trials, when those who did not conform found persecution at every door. I cannot wait to get to this. I love a sort of historical retelling of anything to do with any kind of witch trial or witchcraft. Our country has such a rich history of these kind of things. And they were awful, terrible, terrible experiences for these people, but they are so fascinating as well. And I cannot wait to get to this. Then the next two are books that were gifts from a gift card that my boss gave me at work. All my colleagues got the same, and there were I think there was about 20 places in all that you could spend this voucher, and one of them was Waterstones. And within half an hour of receiving the voucher, I had it spent. It was gone. I got 3 books. I only have the 2 here to show you just now. The third one was in my reading wrap up. It was Pandemonium by Armando Iannucci. If I can, I will try to insert a picture of it somewhere. But yes, that one was part of this haul too, but it was in my reading wrap up, so there we go. But firstly, we have the Waterstones special edition or exclusive edition of The Appeal by Janice Hallett. 1 murder, 15 suspects. Can you uncover the truth? This is told through a series of letters, emails, text messages, all that kind of thing, and it just really is up my street, and I love that kind of thing. The end papers are delicious as well. It's the same on the other side there. I just love this so much, and it sounds incredible. Agatha Christie for the 21st century, a dazzlingly clever murder mystery, and that's a quote from The Times. There is a mystery to... I'll get there. There is a mystery to solve in the sleepy town of Lockwood. It starts with the arrival of 2 secretive newcomers and ends with a tragic death. Roderick Tanner, QC, has assigned law students Charlotte and Femi to the case. Someone has already been sent to prison for murder, but he suspects that they are innocent, and that far deeper, no, not deeper, Graham, darker, and that far darker secrets have yet to be revealed. Throughout the Amateur Dramatic Society's disastrous staging of All My Sons and the shady charity appeal for a little girl's medical treatment, the murderer hid in plain sight. The evidence is all there, waiting to be found. But will Charlotte and Femi solve the case? Will you? Hallett rewrites the traditional crime novel, witty, clever, and completely addictive, and that's a quote from the Mail on Sunday. This sounds so up my street, and I cannot wait to get to this. If you've read this, please do tell me that it's good, because it sounds very good indeed, and I'm so excited for this one. So the last one, I have seen this in lots of different places. This is again Waterstones exclusive edition, and it is just beautiful, and I cannot wait. It is How to Kill Your Family, and this is funny, sharp, dark, and twisted, and that's a comment, a review, a soundbite from Jodo Moyes or Moyes. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And this book is by Bella Mackie, and it's gorgeous. Just look at that. And wait for it. The edges are pink. And they're not just pink, but they're like hot pink. I'm so excited. They say you can't choose your family, but you can kill them. I have killed several people, some brutally, others calmly, and yet I currently languish in jail for a murder I did not commit. When I think about what I actually did, I feel somewhat sad that nobody will ever know about the complex operation that I undertook. Getting away with it is highly preferable, of course, but perhaps when I'm long gone, someone will open an old safe and find this confession. The public would reel. After all, almost nobody else in the world can possibly understand how someone, by the tender age of 28, can have killed 6 members of her family and then happily carried on the rest of her life, never to regret a thing. That sounds so up my street again, and yeah, I can't wait to get to it. So that is the end of my Christmas book haul, my Christmas 2021 book haul. Thank you to all the people in my life who gave me these gifts, and I'm very thankful, especially to Duncan, because he bought me some really gorgeous items, and I'm so undeserving, but thank you so much. I love you very dearly. But yes, before I go off on a tangent and burst into tears, I shall say thank you so much for watching. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye bye.